We play and call it work.
Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and it's time for another Beat, Matt, Batrep.
MiniWarGaming's Beat, Matt, Batrep.
I had more in the hips there, so you couldn't see that on camera. Maybe not as much. Anyways, I got Calvin here, all the way from Minnesota, to challenge me to a game of 40k. He's going to be bringing his Space Wolves, and I am once again going to be playing Tzeentch. Now, I know I made a couple mistakes in the last battle report. I don't think the ones that I'm aware of weren't mistakes in the sense of I did something wrong. It's more the fact that I thought I had to do something, but what I did wasn't wrong. It's just I didn't have to do it. And that was that I thought that I had to generate at least one power from the Tzeentch powers for each of the guys. And it turns out that's a Chaos Space Marine rule, not a Chaos Deamons rule. Now, I'm not aware, and at the time of me filming this right now, I just played my other Tzeentch game yesterday, but to you guys, that might have been like a week ago or a few days ago. So if you posted comments on things that I got wrong, I haven't yet seen those, so I may duplicate those today. So I just want to warn you that it's like all few days in a row that I'm learning it. But I will be reading these comments, so please leave comments below on rules I get wrong related to Tzeentch, or anything in general, obviously. And of course, how I can improve the armies that I'm playing with Tzeentch. I also want to try to improve Chaos Space Marines, that kind of 1,000 Sun Tzeentch list, but we'll play some more games of that maybe some other time too. So we're going to be playing Tzeentch versus Space Wolves, 1,500 points. If you're interested in coming and challenging us to a battle report, we're always looking for more people. Go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all the details. Let's take a look at the armies and the scenario. So here's my 1,500 points of Demons of Tzeentch. So I've changed it up from the last game that I played, kind of swapped out a couple things. There's actually not a lot. If you're just building a demon army of Tzeentch, there's not a huge amount of variety that you can do. And I don't want to create a pure summoning list, even though this list has 3 guys who can summon. That's, to me, compared to what I've seen with Tzeentch, pretty light. And I just don't want to be the guy who just spends 10 minutes per psychic phase, or 20 minutes or 30 minutes per psychic phase, just doubling the size of his army. It just doesn't sound like fun to me. And so, look, a few modifications here. In our HQ slot, we have our Lord of Change again. And since now I know he doesn't have to roll a power on Tzeentch, I rolled all 3 powers on the Demonology Malefic. I was hoping to get like the Cursed Earth one as well. He rolled Dark Flame, which is the Torrent Flamer, which is okay. He also got Sacrifice, which is the one that you can make heralds with, but you have to kill something within 6 inches. And he also rolled Possession, which I substituted for Summoning, because Possession turns your guy into a Lord of Change, which he already is, so I'd lose his upgrades. Because I gave him 2 greater rewards and a lesser reward. And I got lucky with one of the greater rewards. I rolled the Armor Bane, Flesh Bane. And then the other greater reward I wasn't very happy with. It's just a Strength 8 AP 1 Lance. So I'm actually going to substitute that for the Ether Blade, the greater Ether Blade. And then the lesser reward I didn't like either. I think he rolled Adamantium Will, which he doesn't really need. He's a level 3 Psyker, so he's already getting +2 for the most part. And so I replaced that with an Ether Blade to give him an extra attack, because they're both specialist weapons. And so he'll have the +1 strength and the extra attack as well. The Demon Prince is the Demon Prince of Tzeentch. I gave him 2 greater rewards and a lesser reward. He rolled the +1 wound and it will not die, so he'll have 5 wounds. And then he also rolled other powers. He rolled the getting a 3+ armor save power, but I already gave him a 3+ armor save, so I replaced that with the greater Ether Blade. And the lesser power I didn't like, so I replaced it with an Ether Blade. So he has the extra attack and extra strength as well. Then I rolled all 3 powers on Biomancy. I was hoping for an Iron Arm, didn't get it. Hoping for Warp Speed, didn't get it. But I got Endurance and Enfeeble, and then I rolled Hemorrhage and replaced that with Smite, because Hemorrhage is useless. And Endurance and Enfeeble at least are good, but he won't turn into the super killing machine that I had in my last game, where I had both Iron Arm and Warp Speed on the same guy. So that's a shame. But I'm sure you're okay with that.
I'm alright with that.
You're alright with that? I can change it. We can just say, house rule, he gets Iron Arm and Warp Speed if you want.
No, it's okay.
No? Okay.
I'm alright with it.
Alright. We'll keep it random then. And he's a heavy support choice, of course, because the Lord of Change makes him that way. And then we've got 2 groups of pink horrors. I actually upgraded and added the iridescent horror. So I didn't give him any upgrades though, but it does make him an 11-man squad, so they'll be warp charge 2 each. And which reminds me, I get to roll a 2nd power for them, because I only rolled 1 power for each of them. I got Possession for the 1 squad, so they're going to try to turn themselves into a Lord of Change, just for fun. And the other one got Cursed Earth, which is the +1 Embalm to everybody within 12 inches, any demon within 12 inches, which my entire army is, and your entire army isn't. But I will be rolling 1 more power, just realized I can do that. Got 2 groups of 4 Screamers, and then 2 groups of 3 Flamers. We've got our Chariot, Burning Chariot of Tzeentch, no upgrades. And then I got a Soul Grinder, and I gave him 2 upgrades. I gave him the Phlegm Bombardment, Strength ADP3 Large Blast Ordnance, and I also gave him the other sword, which is called the Warp Sword, just as he is modeled. That gives him, it doesn't really give him any benefit except an extra attack, because it actually is a lesser profile than the Iron Claw, but since they're both specialists, then it gives him +1 attack. And the Iron Claw is unwieldy, but he's a walker, so it doesn't matter. He still gets to fight at initiative. And so he'll be Phlegm Bombarding and then charging into combat to try to kill stuff. And that is my 1,500 points. On this side, we have Calvin's 1,500 points of Space Wolves. What kind of detachment is it?
It's just their Wolves Unleashed.
What
the
benefits
one
does
in the
that?
codex.
What is that?
Reroll Warlord trait, and I think that's really about it. They have some outflanking stuff too.
Oh, doesn't it give them... Don't you roll for them to see if they get outflanked?
Yeah, you can.
Now that's important. You actually have to do that. I discovered this in the other game because when you draw your Space Wolf cards, one of them is kill something with a model who has outflank.
Okay.
And so that card only works if you've actually rolled for it. So we'll roll for that off camera and see which of your guys have outflank. And maybe you'll want to choose outflank. Who knows? And so you got the whole thing being led by Harold.
So I have Harold with 2 Fenrisian
I still
Wolves.
think that's hilarious. His name is Harold. I didn't actually know there was a character in the Space Wolves Codex named Harold. Like Harold. I know it's an ALD at the end, but it's still Harold. What's his last name again?
Deathwolf.
Okay, that sounds better. Let's just call him Deathwolf.
All right.
Because I don't think I'm going to take him seriously.
If you call him Harold.
I think the Lord of Change is going to have to just go up and kill him. Like, we have to give him weapon skill 1 for being called Harold.
All right.
So let's call him Deathwolf.
All right,
that sounds
we'll do that.
way cooler.
Yes, it does.
Harold and his Deathwolf.
All right.
Sorry, got a little off track there.
And then we have a Rune Priest, upgraded to Master Level 2 and on a bike. That's it. Thunderwolves, Pack Leader with a Frost Sword. Everybody has what they have, so Storm Shields, Thunder Hammer, Wolf
Lightning Claw. Or,
Chain
yeah,
Swords.
Wolf Claw. Big Thunder Hammer. So they're actually base strength 5.
Yep.
So Thunder Hammer is actually strength 10, so he can insta-kill my Demon Prince if he doesn't have endurance on.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
2 groups of 10 Grey Hunters upgraded with a Pack Leader.
Any
This group
weapons?
has plasma guns. That group has flamers.
How many?
2.
2 plasma guns,
2
2 flamers. Okay.
They're in Rhinos, and then 2 squads of 6 Longfangs with 5 missile launchers, and then they're Ancient.
They're ancient.
Yep, the sergeant's called a Longfang Ancient.
What does he do?
He just gives them split fire and is their sergeant.
Or it jumps in front and
Yep.
is the first to die?
Yep, that too.
That's about it. And what is his fixed warlord trait?
He gives my cavalry Furious Charge.
Okay, so as long as he's alive, they have Furious Charge. He doesn't have to join them, does he?
Yes, he does.
So
Yeah, or he has to be-
his unit gets Furious Charge
He has to be within 12 inches, I believe. It's
of
just-
any Thunderwolf cavalry or
Yeah.
any Space Wolves?
Any Thunderwolf cavalry. They have to be
Okay.
cavalry.
They have to be cavalry, okay. And we will be playing on this table here with lots of cool ruined terrain. We got some new stuff right here that I haven't played with before.
Oops.
And I had Adam from Greenleaf Terrain design some terrain that would be good for Cities of Death, and so this is just a couple pieces from it, and you can see that we actually have like these ramps and stuff. I didn't go crazy with it, just had this basically one big piece here. But we have a bunch of these kind of bridges, so we could make a multi-level table, but I just wanted to show off some of it, so we're not a full Cities of Death table, even though according to Cities of Death this would be enough terrain, and they just have other terrain made as well. And we're going to be playing a Maelstrom of War mission, but we haven't rolled for anything yet, so we're going to do all that, get deployed, and come right back. We have rolled off, and we're going to be playing Cleansing Control with Dawn of War deployment. All of that was randomly determined, and then we placed our 6 objectives. We've got 1 here, got 2 in the middle. We got 1 in that ruins right there, if you can see that above the Rhino, and then 1 over here. I won pretty much every roll off, and I got to choose which side, and then I deployed first, so I will be trying to go first, which you can try to seize the initiative in a moment. So we take a look at the army. We got the Lord of Change over here with some Screamers, the Soul Grinder, the Chariot. These are the Pink Horrors with Cursed Earth. I ended up rolling Possession on them too, so both of them have Possession. I'm not going to summon 2 more Lords of Change. If one of them succeeds, I will not have the other one do it, because I just don't want to be that guy. That is just painful. And then we have the other one that has Summoning and Possession. So they'll be the ones to kind of summon guys to run up and grab objectives and then eventually turn themselves into a Lord of Change. We got the other Screamers right here, right beside the Demon Prince of Tzeentch. And we did roll, and there is night fighting, so they'll be getting stealth, which will help them in the first round. And over here we've got Long Fangs on one side, other Long Fangs hiding out in this building, holding this objective. They're really hoping that it is a targeting relay, so they get to reroll 1s. But even Scatterfield would be nice, because if they get hit by the Phlegm Bombardment, then they'll have a 3-up cover, 2-up cover on the first turn, so that'll be nice. A Rhino down here full of the Tactical Marines. The other Rhino rolled and got outflank, Or I should say the Tactical Marines did. It was the only squad that did get it, and they will be outflanking. And the other thing that this attachment gives is once per turn where there are reserves, so turn 2 and 3, one thing can automatically come in. So we'll definitely see that on turn 2, unless you don't want them to. And then you have to roll for it and hope that I roll 1 or 2. And then Thunderwolves over here with their wolves out front, and Great Wolf guy. Death Wolf, not Herald. Death Wolf. And he's on that one side. And so we're going to be rolling for mysterious objectives, and then we'll try to seize the initiative. This one back here with the pink horrors is 5. Ooh, it's a scatter field. It's a +1 cover. This one in the middle is 6. It's a grav wave generator, so probably won't matter, but maybe it will. That's -2 to charge distances if you charge somebody controlling it. And then this one right here, you're hoping for a 4. 6. Grav wave generator. That's okay. It's better than it being sabotaged. I'm going to try to seize the initiative. Boom. Nope. Tzeentch. Turn 1. So in Cleanse and Control, you just get up to 3 objectives per turn. You can never have more than 3, though. Secure Objective 3, Secure Objective 4, and Secure Objective 2. 2, 3, 4. That was a lucky draw. Soul Grinder going to advance to here. Lord of Change, we'll jump forward, find out what Objective 2 is, grab some terrain. Objective 2 is 5, the Scatter Field. Ooh, so the first turn he'll have a 2 up cover save, 4 up from the building, unless you fire from those guys, of course. But he'll have a minimum 5 up cover save, which is a 5 up invuln, but still. And then these pink horrors move forward. They're the ones with Cursed Earth, so you can bet you know what they're going to try to do right away in the psychic phase. Chariot will be doing some, actually it's a fast skimmer, so let's just see where he ends up. I was going to say that he has to go through there and do dangerous, but since he's a skimmer, it's just where he starts and ends. So he's going to skimmer over here. So that's dangerous terrain, and he is fine. These screamers will advance to grab Objective 3. Which turns out to be a targeting relay. Useless to me, pretty much. Flying Demon Prince of Tzeentch is going to come up to here, making sure he's got nice cover from everything. Difficult terrain for these pink horrors, 4 inches. They're just going to use that to kind of... They don't want to leave this objective, especially as it's a scatter field. They can just kind of sit back and summon, and possess. When the time is right, when it's perfectly planned and timed, then they'll summon, they'll possess themselves. And these screamers will just hop forward into this area right here. The Psychic Phase, I've got 10 warp charges, and the Space Wolves have 2 with their Rune Priest. You can add 1, so you've got 3, and I've got 11. We're going to start with these pink horrors casting Cursed Earth. So it'll give all demons within 12 inches of them +1 to their invuln, and I'm going to use 3 dice for it. And I succeed with 2. Would you like to try to stop it by getting 2 6s?
No.
No. I'm going to have this Demon Prince attempt to manifest Endurance on himself to give him Feel No Pain 4+, but more importantly to give him Eternal Warrior. So he needs 2 for that, and he got it with 4, which you can't stop. And he is able to see the Thunderwolf Cavalry over there, so he's going to try to enfeeble them. -1 strength and toughness, and everything is difficult terrain, so they'll all be taking, except for the wolves, they'll all be taking dangerous terrain rolls. So Warp Charge 1. Fails. Warp Storm Table. Thanks to my Warlord trait, I get to re-roll this if I don't like it. 11. I think I like that one. Let's double check. So this one is Possession. So I choose a random enemy psyker who's not a demon. There's only one.
Yep.
Has to pass a leadership test on 3d6 or die and be replaced by a Herald of Tzeentch. Or a Herald of any kind, but obviously I'll choose Tzeentch because it's my theme. Now what's the leadership of him? Is he 10?
He's 10.
Okay, so don't fail leadership 10 on 3 dice. First Flood! Okay. So I get to place a Herald of Tzeentch anywhere within 6 inches. He doesn't get to charge this turn though, so...
That's good.
Let's stick him in some terrain. Hi. Okay. And I rolled for his psychic power, and I rolled Possession. So if I was one of those guys, I could potentially summon 3 more Lords of Change, or 3 Bloodthirsters, or I probably would want to do Lord of Change though, because they start in the sky. But I'm not going to do that. Also, it's hard to do it because I Warp Charge 3. But I did roll Possession, so I have 3 chances. I do want to have Possession happen once this game, so I have 3 guys that can try to do it. So we got a Torrent Strength 5 AP3 Flamer, which I'm going to toss into these Long Fangs. And because we're playing with multi-level ruins that are more than just one level high, I know this is not a 7th edition rule, it was a 6th edition rule, but we've adopted it as a house rule because it feels right. Because most of the time you don't play with ruins that are this complex. In 6th edition you had to choose a level and that's who you hit. In 7th edition it doesn't say anything, and so technically if I put a flamer here, hits him, those 3, and the guys on the bottom. And I know that that is technically correct, and we actually do play that way if we just have 2-level ruins. We just don't care. But once we go up to 3 levels, I like to actually specify. So we're going to hit 3 guys. So 3s to wound. So 2 die, no saves. It still takes the closest guys, so 2 up top. And then the Soul Grinder is going to target them as well. He can see this guy, the guy with the green base. He's going to fire his Phlegm Bombardment at him. So you can only see this one guy. So if I kill him with the Phlegm Bombardment, I won't be able to fire the Harvester Cannon. So Scatter, direct hit because he's Ballistic Skill 3. And that hits 3, 2s to wound. So 3 wounds, but you have a 3-up cover save, Stealth Night from Night Fighting, and 4-up cover from the ruins. And you're fine. So now I'll fire his Harvester Cannon. He can only kill 1 guy, but if I kill 1, that's still fine. 3 hits, hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 2s, 3 wounds. So at most 1 guy can die, 3-up save. You're fine. I still have some runs to do, but no more shooting, so let's just do the Warp Flame. So you do a Toughness test or take D3 extra wounds. Toughness 4. Oh, okay, so you take D3 extra wounds. 1. So no armor or cover saves allowed, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that in order and reroll 5s and 6s. You're just going to keep rolling 5s and 6s, aren't you? There we go. So those 2 would be the captain.
Perfect.
Sorry, the sergeant, or what's he actually called?
The Ancient.
The Ancient. Yes. These Screamers will turbo boost, and there, I've already measured it all. And basically, I can get them, all 4 of them, over top of something. The guy in the back would end up where that guy is right there. So it works that they all end up passing over. So 4d3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 is to wound, 5 wounds. And then you got 3-up saves. Oh! No, you don't want to look us, or you actually want him to die. 4 die.
3, 4.
Oh, jeez. That's all I'm going to do in the shooting phase. That's all, right?
Yeah.
I already sacrificed a rune priest and everything. So the leadership checks on these guys, they're fine. And I'll check on these guys as well, and they're also good. Hey, rolling low now.
Yay.
It's both good and bad. End of my turn 1, I got objective 3, 4, and 2, and I got first blood. So the score is 4-0 for the Demons. So you get 3 cards. Secure
3.
Recon.
And Witch Hunter.
Ooh, lots of Witch Hunters.
Yes.
And objective 3 is right there, so that is not impossible for you to get. So Thunderwolves are going to advance over to grab this objective, which will give him recon, because all of the objectives will have been found. And Great Wolf,
Death Wolf.
Yes, is not going to stay with them. So Dangerous Terrain on this guy, it's fine, and the guy out front started in it, he's fine. And then Death Wolf Man is going to move over to try to come after that Herald. And that mysterious objective is 6, a Grav Wave Generator. So -2 to charging anybody controlling it. Rhino's going to do a Dangerous Terrain check. That's good because he does not have Dozer Blades. And he's going to zip forward. Are you going to disembark?
Nope, I don't think so. I should move to there.
The Long Fangs are going to target the Screamers, and just realize something. Since they're jet bikes, they can jink. And so they will jink, which will give them a 3-up cover because of stealth. But you can insta-kill them with crack missiles, so 3s to hit, and then 2s to wound. Oh, 1 wound. 3-up cover, re-rolling 1s, and they're fine. The Long Fangs in the building are going to fire 3 frag missiles into the pink horrors. Scatter die number 1. So that's going over 5 inches. So it ends up here, hits 2 Screamers and a pink horror. Number 2, direct hit, so that's 4 pink horrors. And number 3 is up 2 inches. So it hits 2 more pink horrors. So 7 pink horrors were hit, 3s to wound. So we've got 6 wounds. So the ones out front are going to have their 4-up invuln, as the guys back here will have a 3-up cover from this thing. So let's start with the 2. So 4-up invuln because of Cursed Earth, 3 rolling 1s. Nope. Okay, so those 2 are dead. And then the next 3 are in cover. So they have a 3-up, 3 rolling 1s. So 1 dies, and there's 2 more. So 1 more dies. Still, it's enough to drop them down to Warp Charge 1, so they're going to randomly lose a power. So there's their Primaris, the Flickering Fire of Tzeentch, then Cursed Earth, and Possession. We'll do it in that order. and they lose Cursed Earth. And 2 Screamers wounding on 4s. So 1 wound. And they couldn't Jink, so they only have a 4-up invuln from Cursed Earth, and they make it. Then we got 2 rapid-firing bolters at the Chariot, who's only armor 10. I'm not going to Jink, because I have a 4-up invuln right now. It would be a 3-up cover, but I don't think bolter's going to do much. So you got 4 shots hitting on 3s. And so that's 2 hits. 6 is the glance. Well, you got a glance. 4-up invuln, and they're fine. And then the Stormbolter from the Rhino, hitting on 3s, nothing. Thunderwolf Cavalry are going to run. They got fleets, so they could reroll this. Alright, 1 inch it is. More like a trot. Trotting with the wolves. Do wolves trot? If they're being ridden?
They might.
Yeah, they totally should. And then in the assault phase, you're going to try to charge my Herald. You need a 7-inch charge with fleet, because you are cavalry. Oh! So in the end, you got recon.
Yep.
So that's a point. You didn't get Witch Hunter or secure objective 3. Do you want to keep both of those? Or do you want to throw one of them away?
I'll throw out objective 3.
Yeah, throwing away Witch Hunter would just be conceding the game, because you're like, I can't kill the Psyker, which is my whole army. So the end of turn 1, the score is 4-1 for the Demons. It's actually, that first turn where I got ridiculously lucky, like how many saves you failed here. Those guys dying from the Flamer, that was predictable. But you're losing your Priest, so now I have a Herald that forces you to deal with him rather than charging up and killing stuff, is a pain. So definitely lucky for the Demons there. And we'll see what happens as we go into turn 2. So draw 3 more objectives. Secure objective 5, secure objective 4, and hungry for glory. So I have to issue a challenge. And if I issue 3 or more, I get D3. And I have to get objective 4 and 5. So Demon Prince of Tzeentch. Boom, baby. Yeah, let's go over here. And the Chariot is going to zip over here as well. Dangerous Train, he takes it. So he actually just takes a glancing hit, which he has a 5-up. No, actually, no, he might not have 4-up invuln anymore. Let's just roll it and see what we roll. No, let's check that. Yeah, it's just out, so he takes a glancing hit. So he's down to 2. Now, there could be some arguments that he took the Dangerous Terrain test back there, but I know with dangerous terrain in and of itself, so if a piece of terrain is dangerous, the moment you enter it, you have to take the Dangerous Terrain test. But with Fast Skimmers, it says if you start or end in difficult terrain, then you take a Dangerous Terrain test. And so that could be interpreted that you took it there or right here, but it's okay. It's just 1 hull point, and in the grand scheme of things, probably won't make a huge difference. Lord of Change will move up to here. Soul Grinder, up to here. His Screamers are going to come right here, getting ready for another pass. See if they can finish these guys off. And these Screamers will come to here. I forgot my reserves. I have 2 groups of Flamers coming in on 3+. They're both in. Try 1 squad over here. And back 9 inches. Barely on, but won't be shooting anything. Try my luck again, right here. That's better. But try to take out these long things. So Psychic Phase, I lost the Warp Charge here because you brought them down to 10 or less, but I gained one with the Herald of Tzeentch, so I still have 10, and you now have 0. And so you have 2, and I've got 12. The Demon Prince is going to attempt to roll for Endurance, because there's a hammer in there that can insta-kill him, so I need to get Eternal Warrior. So I'm going to use 7 dice for it, because I need it badly, and I got 3. So you won't be able to stop it with your 2 dice. And then he's going to use the rest of the dice to try to cast Enfeeble on that group. And he gets it with 4, you can't stop it, but I do Peril. Peril's result is a 2. So I take a wound, no saves allowed, and I think that's the one where I forget a power. Let me double check, it's either 2 or 3. Yeah, so he loses a power, so we'll do it in the order of the Tzeentch power, and then Endurance, Enfeeble, Smite. So he loses Smite. Boo-hoo. But he does take a wound, no saves allowed, but he has a 4-up Feel No Pain from Endurance, and since this wasn't the one for Endurance, then he does get the 4-up. And he's fine. Warp Storm Table! But I don't have any more of your Psychers to turn into Heralds, so let's just roll double 6 and summon a unit. 7. Should I re-roll it, or just be happy that the warp is calm?
Reroll it.
You think I should?
I think you should.
Okay, alright. 5. Well, the lower is usually bad for me, but we'll see. So this is the Nurgle one. Hits all the Nurgle guys. The Storm of Fire. Hits any unengaged Nurgle and enemies. If they roll a 6, they take a Large Blast, Strength 4, AP 5. The Large Blast scatters, and then it ignores cover in his barrage. So let's start with these guys on a 6. Oh, alright. I'll place it on this one because if I get a direct hit, it doesn't hit my guys. Okay, so it's going over a full 8 inches. And that hits nobody. Long fangs up top. Nope. The rhino. Nope. The dude buddy. The death wolf man. And thunderwolf cavalry. No. Into the shooting phase, he's going to fire his D3 strength 9 AP2 shots because it'll actually insta-kill you now that you're only toughness 4. So D3 shots, so just one. Hitting on, I think it's a 4, but I'll check if I roll a 3. And then wounding you on 2s. Oh, nothing. And we got the flamers. I'm going to have to position these so that I don't hit my own guys. But I'll be able to hit 2, 2, and this guy only 1, so I don't hit my own guys. So 5 hits, 4 is to wound, 3 wounds. You get a 3-up save, and they're dead. Okay. These guys will run 5 inches. We're going to do the Harvester Cannon to the side armor of the Rhino. 4 is to hit, and then 4 is to glance. 1 pen. You get a 4-up cover from those ruins, though. Not because you're in them, but because you're blocked by them. Nothing. And then the pen result is immobilized. And then I'll fire his Phlegm Bombardment on it, too, because hey, why not? I'm going to center down the middle of the Rhino and direct hit. So strength 8 ordnance against armor 11, so I get to roll 2 dice, take the best one. So another penetrating hit. 4+ cover. You're good. I'm thinking about it. Just take a leadership test for the guys inside to see if they have to snapfire next turn. No, they're fine. Okay. Then I'm going to turbo boost the Screamers over to here to hit the Long Fangs. 4d3 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 is to wound. 3 wounds. 3-up saves. 2 die. Yeah, you're having a hard time with these 3-ups. Are you saving them for your Thunderwolves?
I hope so.
And these guys will turbo boost up to here, going over. I think 2 of them will be able to get over that Long Fang. 2d3, so 5. 4 is to wound, 3 more wounds. It's dead. And we have 4 dangerous terrain chests to make, so we're good. In the assault phase, do you have any guns with your Thunderwolves?
No.
Okay, so he's just going to charge. There's a grab wave generator there, but nobody controls it anymore, so he doesn't get -2 to his charge. That 1-inch charge is impossible to fail. Lord of Change might be 3 inches away there, so we're good. It's immobilized though, so he's going to be auto-hitting. And you do get to overwatch with your flamers, so you have 2 access point or fire points, so we got 5 auto hits. 6 is to wound. Oh, okay. So start with this fight. I got Hammer of Wrath that could glance on a 5. That's a glance, so he's down to 1 hull point. 7 attacks on the charge, all auto hitting, all armor bane, strength 7. So I'm going to just roll the first d6 of each of these. And so that'll be pen, 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 pen. And we got 3 1s. That'll be nothing if I roll other ones. So that's 7 penetrating hits, all AP2, and it explodes. D6 inches, 3 inches. So it hits the Demon Print or the Lord of Change and does not wound him. There's 10 guys inside, wounded on 4s. So 5 wounds. 3-up saves. 1 dies, and we got to randomly allocate that. So we'll put your 2 flamers into group number 2. So group 1 will be 1, 2, 3. Group 2 will be 4, 5, 6. And so it could hit a flamer. So the flamers are 1 and 2 of 5. No, just regular guy. Then we're going to have to do a leadership check to see if they snap fire, and a pinning check to see if they're pinned. So there's the guys inside. So leadership test to see if they snap fire. Their leadership 9.
9 with the sergeant.
And then pinning checks. They're fine. And then we got this fight right here. Demon Prince versus Thunderwolves, who are enfeebled, so no insta-killing. And I will issue a challenge. Will you accept?
I will.
Which one is your actual
He's all
sergeant?
the way back here.
Oh wait, so he's not engaged,
Nope.
so I can't challenge. Start off with Strength 6 Hammer of Wrath, your Toughness 4 all around, so I am going to be wounding on 2s. There's a wound. 3-up save. Whoop, that's off the table. Failed. Down to 1 wound. So I've got 7 attacks because I have 2 weapons. Hitting on 3s, weapon skill 9. With Mastercrafted, so rerolling 1 miss. So 6 hits. Strength 7, so 2s to wound. So 6 wounds. All AP2, but you've got Storm Shields on everybody. 3-up saves. Ooh, 2. So the guy out front dies, and the next guy takes a wound. But really, most of the squad survives. So you pile in, but everybody is going to be taking a dangerous terrain check because you treat everything as dangerous terrain because you are enfeebled. So you gotta do these one at a time because you got so many different loadouts. So the guy out front who's already injured, dangerous terrain. Oh, 3-up save. Does he die? Oh, he does!
Wow.
That means that your guys won't be able to fight because he won't be in base contact.
Nope.
Oh, jeez. Dude back here. It's fine. Next guy. Oh, 3-up. Okay, good. Next guy with the Wolf Claw, he's fine. And the guy with the Thunderhammer also takes, wow, 3-up. Okay, you're good.
Okay.
So I win combat by 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a leadership check. So leadership down to 5. You make it.
Stay.
Okay. I won, so I pile in. But I think you're contesting that objective. Yeah, you're 2.5 inches away, so I do not get that objective. End of my turn, I secured objective 4. I attempted to issue a challenge, but I can't actually issue a challenge if you're not able to accept it. So I'm going to hold on to that one, though, because I'll be able to do it. Oh, wait. I'm going to throw that one away, because I'm going to issue a challenge during your turn, or you're going to issue a challenge. So it only counts if I do it during my turn. And I'll hold on to secure objective 5, but I got to kill those wolves first. So that brings the score up to 5-1 for the Demons. Not a lot left. Those Thunderwolves, I guess there's still lots of Thunderwolves left, and you got your Herald man in the squad. And you got an outflanking squad, too. That's right. Okay, so you still got lots of stuff left. So let's see what happens as we go into Space Wolves, turn 2. So cards, you got Witch Hunter still.
Secure objective 5 and Blood and Guts.
Kill something in the assault phase. And then as part of your detachment, you get to automatically bring something from reserve that's outflanking. Sorry, not that it doesn't have to be outflanking to be brought in automatically, but it is outflanking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is your choice. And do you want that side? Otherwise, you could reroll it because you have acute senses.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes, you do want that side. These guys have 2 plasma guns.
Yes.
So Death Wolf Man is going to come over here. He's going to have to take a dangerous terrain test. The wolves are fine. They're beasts. They don't care. Dangerous terrain? You're fine.
Okay.
Difficult terrain for the guys inside the ruins. They want to get their flamers in a better position. 6 inches.
Yeah.
Just readjusting so the flamers can have a better shot. Now into the shooting phase, we got the 2 flamers in a good spot. They're targeting the Herald and also hitting a lot of other guys. So we got 8 hits on the Screamers and 2 on the Herald. The 4 is to wound the Screamers. So 3 wounds. 5-up invuln. Re-rolling 1s. Oh, 1 wound. Last game I was playing these guys is only 1 wound each, but they're actually 2 wounds each. And then the Herald, you're wounding him on 3s. He's only got 2 wounds. 5-up invuln. And he takes a wound. And then you're going to rapid fire all your bolters. 13 shots hitting on 3s. Should finish him off. Wounding on 3s. 5-up invuln. And he's dead with a 2 and a 4 and a 4 and a 4. So he's gone. So that is a Witch Hunter point as well. And we got 2 plasma guns in here who will rapid fire into the flamers.
Great.
Number 1, because they could get hot, is fine. And number 2 is also fine. 2's to wound. So 3 wounds. 5-up invuln. Reroll the 1s. No, 3 wounds. So 1 dies and 1 takes a wound. And Stormbolter onto them as well, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, and a 5-up invuln. Rerolling 1s. Kills that 1 wounded guy. Into the assault phase, charging the Lord of Change. Shouldn't fail this, 11 inches. So I want you to roll your dangerous terrain on Herald, and he's fine. So they're just going to move right on in there. Let's start with this fight. Do you want to issue a challenge now? So that he's the first to die?
Yeah, I issue a challenge.
Okay, I'll accept. I have no choice. I'm only 1 guy. So swap out these 2. So I've got 6 attacks hitting on 3s with Mastercrafted. 6 hits. Still enfeebled.
Yep.
So I'm wounding you on 2s. Well, I would be anyways, but more important when you attack me. 5 wounds. 3-up invulns. Oh, whoa! So he dies, and then, no, that'd be this guy. He's in base contact. Nasty. The problem is he actually can't pile in. When you swap a guy, he's not able to pile in. Now when this guy piles in, he'll be within 2 inches. So he takes a dangerous terrain test, though, because he moved and the other guy didn't. You're fine. So actually, that means he wouldn't be able to attack because he's initiative 1, right?
Yep.
Oh, jeez, this is all working so perfectly for the Demon Prince. But the Thunderhammer can do some damage. You got 4 attacks hitting on 5s. Do you have Mastercraft or anything on it?
Nope.
And you're wounding on 2s. And you're ignoring my 3-up armor, but I have a 5-up invuln. And you do not cause instant death because you're strength 9 right now, not strength 10. So I have 5-up rerolling 1s. So I make 1 of them, and then I have a 4-up feel no pain. Oh, nasty.
Attack minus
So I won it by 4, so you have morale, leadership 5. She failed, and you're going to fall back 3d6 inches, which could get you off the board. Yeah, I don't think 8 will get you off the board, though. Oh, wait, let's see if I catch you. I'm initiative 5. Oh, sorry, I'm initiative 8. So I catch you. So you stay. And then you pile in, which will be a dangerous terrain check for him, because he didn't take one yet this phase. Okay, good. And so we got this fight right here. Do you want to issue a challenge?
I do.
Okay, so I will accept. And then you have your Hammer of Wrath at strength 5.
Yep.
So you're winning on 5s. You wound, and I have just my invul. I have my 5-up invul. Oh, I made it. We're both weapon skill 6, so I've got 6 attack, hitting you on 4s, rerolling 1 because of Mastercrafted, so 3 hits. I'm wounding you on 2s, so 3 wounds. Do you have an hit 3-up invuls? You fail 1, so you take 1 wound out of your 4. So he's down to 3, and then you get to attack. So the wolves actually go next because your other weapon is initiative 1, and they're hitting on 4s. 2 hits. And with Furious Charge or Strength 5, so they're winning on 5s. 1 wound. 5-up invuln. Oh, I made it. And then Herald has 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. Mastercrafted or anything.
Nope.
And then Strength. Strength 8, so winning on 2s. So 2 wounds. 5-up invulns. Fail 1, and the other one I get to reroll because it was a 1. 2 wounds. So I lost combat by 1, so I got Demonic Instability on the Lord of Change. But he is leadership 9. So leadership down to 8. Whatever I fail this by, he takes that many more wounds. Double 1s, I'll get my wounds back. Double 6s, I'm just dead. I'm fine.
That's it.
So objective-wise, you got Witch Hunter. You didn't get objective 5 or Blood and Guts. Did you want to throw away either of those?
No, we'll keep them.
Keep them. All right.
Sure.
So at the end of turn 2, the score is 5-2 for the Demons. This is just turn 2, right? Yeah, it is, because your guy came on and he comes on automatically from reserve. And the score is 5-2, so it's not a huge difference in score. Haven't racked up a lot of points yet, but a lot of the Space Wolves are dying. The Thunder Wolves are really failing to hurt that Demon Prince at all. Lord of Change is in a harder combat, but he doesn't really have a good save, although he's probably ignoring his 3-up anyways. Doesn't have the Feel No Pain like Buddy Boy over there does, although I could give it to him if he wanted to cast a Blessing on him. But let's just wait to see what happens, and as we go into Demons, turn 3. So I still have Secure Objective 5, draw 2 more, Ascendancy, control any 3 objective markers worth D3, and Secure Objective 6. I knew these guys had a purpose. So Soul Grinder's going to come over here, and Flamer's going to line up. And this one will join them. Well, not actually join them, you know what I mean. And then the Chariot is going to reposition. Actually, no, he's not going to go there because then he'll block the Soul Grinder. He's going to go here. Psychic Phase, I'm down to 9 because I lost the Herald. So I've got 14 and you've got 5. So the Demon Prince is going to get Endurance on himself, and he makes it with 4. Would you like to try to stop it with your 5 dice?
No.
Then he's going to throw 6 dice at Enfeebling your Thunderwolves again. And he gets it with 4. I'm not going to throw any more. I know I have 2 more dice, but I don't have anything else to cast. You don't stop it. Warp Storm Table. Yep. Ooh, reroll. 7. Okay, I'll take a 7. So these 3 Flamers are going to go first. Flame, flame, flame. So we're... Whoa. Okay. Only 3 wounds. 3 ups. And 1 dies. Jeez, okay. And then this Flamer is going to go. And he'll hit 6 more. 4s to wound, 3 wounds. So 1 guy kills 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to turbo boost these Screamers just to here. They're going to go over those Marines and do their special attack. Danger Strength first. They're fine. D3 auto hits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4s to wound. AP nothing. So 3 more wounds. Saves. You got 5 guys left. Still 5 guys. And these guys will fly over them. Being very careful to land. Actually, you know what? They're just going to land in... I just don't want to block my Soul Grinder. So we'll fly over here. Yeah, so they're not blocking the Soul Grinder. 4d3 more. Ooh! 3, 3, 3, and 1, so 10. 4s to wound, 5 more wounds. That's how many guys you have left. 3 up. Ooh! You've got 1 guy left. It doesn't really matter. I know it's from where they are, but just grab 4 guys. So morale test, leadership 8. He's fine. Then these Flamers will try to charge that one last guy so he can overwatch with his bolter. 6s to hit. Hey, 2 hits. And then he's wounding on 4s. And nothing. You can use their jump packs because they only moved 6 inches right there. And so I got to re-roll. It also means it's going to be dangerous terrain. I need a 7-inch charge. And I make it because they ignore intervening when they're using their jump packs. But there's 3 dangerous terrain tests, and we're fine. So somehow I gotta stick them right into that terrain. So you get to go first. Oh wait, I get 3 Hammer of Wrath because I use my jump packs. I remember that now. So that's 4s to wound. So 2 wounds with a 3-up save. And combat over. Okay. So he's dead. I'm not going to consolidate. They're fine where they are. I forgot to charge with these other ones. The Chariot's going to charge right here. Soul Grinder needs an 8-inch charge. Okay. He is in. So we'll go to this one. We got Hammer of Wrath, D6 attacks. So 3, Strength 6, Hammer of Wrath. And this goes against the Wolves' toughness, because you're in a challenge. The 2s, 2 wounds, and it's only going to hit Wolves. What's their save?
6s.
6-up save. Nope. So are they 2 wounds each?
Nope, just 1 wound.
Okay, so they both die from that Hammer of Wrath. And his Hammer of Wrath is the same initiative, so he still gets to do it. Like it's toughness 4. 2s to wound. That's another wound. Be up. Or do you have a 2-up on that guy?
3.
Oh, he's got a wound.
He's down to 2.
Down to 2 wounds. We'll start with the Lord of Change at initiative 5 with his 6 attacks. On 4s, Mastercrafted, 2 hits. 2s to wound. Ooh, 1. 3-up invul. Oh! He's down to 1 wound. 3 Soul Grinder will pile in. Have him go next. Yeah, he technically instant deaths, but you're down to 1 wound, so he's sitting on 4s. Your weapon skill 6. And he's Mastercrafted. Let me double check. Yeah, I could use the sword that is Strength User, so it's Strength 6, and that's Mastercrafted, but I'd rather use a Strength 10 one because then I wound on 2s. So I got 2 hits, wounded on 2s, 2 more wounds. This would be instant death, but you're down to 1 wound anyways. 3-up save.
Nope.
And he's dead, and that's a Warlord kill. Yeah. And then we got the fight with the Demon Prince. He's got 6 attacks. 3s, Mastercrafted, 5 hits. Wounding on 2s, 4 wounds. 3-up saves. Oh, jeez, it's your choice which one dies. So you're going to keep the Thunderhammer.
Yep.
4 attacks back, hitting on 5s. Nothing. So you lost by 2, so your leadership is down to 7, because they're all leadership 9, right?
Yep.
And you make it. So we're locked in combat. At this point, we're going to concede.
Yep.
So that's what it is. We're going to have a post-game show for Vault members, and then we're going to play another game. Probably Space Wolves versus Chaos of some sort, but obviously not this list versus this list because we've seen the outcome. So go ahead and click the links below. There will be 2 links, one for the post-game show where we'll discuss the tactics and Tzeentch and Space Wolves, and the other link to our second game. Of course, it's for Vault members only. If you're not a Vault member, though, you can still click it and get a 7-day free trial. Get access to everything during the free trial. There's no limitations. If you don't like it, you can always cancel. That's the hook, hooking you in. And it helps support us, make these studios and make these videos as well. So go ahead and click the links below. Thanks for watching, and happy wargaming.